In the shadowy realm of top-secret government projects, there are certain mysteries that remain unsolved even after decades. And one such enigma has baffled historians, scientists, and anyone who's dared to ponder over it. It revolves around the question: who was the first person to use gunpowder, and how did they do it? While we know that gunpowder was invented in China during the 9th century, the details surrounding its first use remain shrouded in secrecy. But now a new book is shedding light on this mysterious topic and revealing the truth behind one of history's most dangerous inventions. In this video, we will take a closer look at the contents of this book and try to answer the age-old question: who was the first person to use gunpowder, and how did they do it? So sit back and prepare to be amazed as we uncover the secrets of one of history's most explosive topics. But before we get into it, be sure to hit the like button for more great videos. Now let's dive right in. Gunpowder has been used for centuries for a variety of purposes, from fireworks to weapons, but its exact origins are still a mystery. According to historical records, gunpowder was invented in China during the 9th century, but the details surrounding its first use are sketchy at best. Historians believe that the first recorded use of gunpowder was in 1044 when a Chinese emperor used it in a firework display. However, the earliest known military use of gunpowder was during the Battle of the River, which took place between the Song and Liao dynasties in 1127. The Song army used gunpowder weapons such as gunpowder bombs and rockets to fight against the Liao army. But despite these historical records, there is still much that we don't know about the first use of gunpowder. That's where the new book comes in. The author spent years researching the topic and has uncovered some fascinating insights into the origins of this powerful substance. According to the author, the first use of gunpowder was not in a military or celebratory context, but rather in a religious one. He believes that Taoist monks were the first to experiment with gunpowder, and that they did so in an attempt to create an elixir of life. To understand this theory, it's important to know a little bit about Taoism. Taoism is an ancient Chinese philosophy that emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, which is the natural order of the universe. Taoists believe that the purpose of life is to achieve immortality, and that this can be achieved through a variety of practices, including alchemy. Alchemy is the practice of using mystical and semi-chemical processes to transform base metals into noble ones and to discover the elixir of life. It was a popular practice among Taoist monks, and it was during these alchemical experiments that they are believed to have discovered gunpowder. According to legend, the Taoist monk Wei Boying was the first to synthesize gunpowder accidentally in 804 AD. He was attempting to create an elixir of life when he mixed 3 items commonly found in Chinese medicine: sulfur, realgar, and saltpeter. These items are all sources of the chemicals that make up gunpowder: sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. When mixed in the right proportions and ignited, they produce a powerful explosion. While the story of Verboing is just a legend, it's likely that something similar did happen. The discovery of gunpowder was probably an accident, a happy accident for those who realize its potential as a tool for religious and military purposes. The use of gunpowder by Taoist monks remained a secret for several centuries until it was eventually revealed to the wider public. The impact of this discovery was profound. Gunpowder quickly became an essential component of fireworks, weapons, and other explosive devices. Its use spread throughout Asia and eventually Europe, where it played a significant role in the development of modern warfare. Today, we take for granted the convenience and power that gunpowder has brought us, but it is important to remember that its discovery was the result of the curiosity and experimentation of those who came before us. The story of gunpowder is a reminder that some of the most important discoveries in history were made by accident, and that the pursuit of knowledge is always worthwhile. Now let's move on to the next point. But before we do, be sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying the video so far. The impact of gunpowder on warfare. The discovery of gunpowder by Taoist monks had a profound impact on the course of human history. It ushered in a new era of warfare, one that would be defined by the use of explosives and firearms. Before the advent of gunpowder, warfare was primarily a game of strategy and brute force. Armies relied on things such as superior numbers, better training, and stronger armor to gain the upper hand in battle. But with the introduction of gunpowder, the balance of power shifted dramatically. Suddenly, a small force equipped with cannons and muskets could level an entire army. This led to a rapid proliferation of gunpowder weapons throughout the world. In China, where gunpowder was first developed, it wasn't long before military applications were explored. During the Song Dynasty, the Chinese military began incorporating gunpowder weapons into their arsenal. They developed powerful cannons that could be used to destroy enemy fortifications and deadly rockets that could be launched at enemy troops. As gunpowder spread to other parts of Asia and eventually Europe, the same thing happened. Armies quickly realized the potential of gunpowder weapons and began incorporating them into their ranks. One of the first major conflicts to be fought using gunpowder weapons was the Battle of the River in 1127. The Song and the Adong armies faced off in what would become a decisive battle between the two sides. The Song army was equipped with advanced gunpowder weapons such as gunpowder bombs and rockets, while the Liadong army was mostly armed with traditional weapons such as swords and bows and arrows. In the end, the Song army won a decisive victory, thanks in part to the effectiveness of their gunpowder weapons. This battle demonstrated the power of gunpowder weapons and served as a wake-up call to other nations. As gunpowder weapons became more widespread, the nature of warfare changed dramatically. Battles became more chaotic and deadly as soldiers clashed on the battlefield. The introduction of gunpowder led to a shift in the balance of power and ushered in a new era of warfare. Now let's move on to the next point. But before we do, be sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying the video so far. The lasting legacy of gunpowder. The impact of gunpowder on warfare was profound and far-reaching. It not only changed the way wars were fought, but also had a lasting legacy that continues to be felt today. One of the most significant legacies of gunpowder is the development of firearms. As military leaders and engineers continued to experiment with gunpowder, they began to develop more sophisticated weapons such as handguns and rifles. These weapons were smaller and more portable than cannons, making them ideal for use in close-quarters combat. The invention of the arquebus in the 16th century marked a significant milestone in the evolution of firearms. It was a large muzzle-loading firearm that was used by infantry and artillery, and had a major impact on the tactics and strategies of warfare. The use of firearms became widespread during the 17th and 18th centuries, with countries such as Britain and France developing advanced weapons such as the Brown Bess musket, which was used by their armies. The widespread use of firearms led to significant changes in warfare. For example, the American Revolutionary War, which took place between 1775 and 1783, was heavily influenced by the use of firearms. Both the British and American armies relied on rifles and muskets to fight their battles, which led to a more even playing field. Despite being outnumbered, the Americans were able to hold their own against the British, thanks in part to their use of firearms. Another legacy of gunpowder is the development of explosives. As military leaders continued to experiment with gunpowder, they also developed ways to use it to destroy buildings, bridges, and other structures. This led to the development of things such as demolition charges and landmines, which have since been used in countless conflicts. Finally, gunpowder also led to the development of fireworks. While fireworks may seem like a harmless form of entertainment today, they were originally developed for military purposes. The bright colors and loud explosions were intended to intimidate and distract the enemy. It wasn't until much later that fireworks began to be used for celebratory purposes. In conclusion, the discovery of gunpowder was a pivotal moment in history. It ushered in a new era of warfare and had a lasting legacy that continues to be felt today. From the development of firearms and explosives to the invention of fireworks, gunpowder has had a profound impact on human civilization. As we continue to explore the origins and uses of gunpowder, we can marvel at the ingenuity and creativity of those who came before us and the profound impact they had on the world we live in today. So what do you think? Were you surprised by the author's theory about who first used gunpowder? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing historical tales. Thanks for watching.